Everybody Fox in the motherfucking house. Cause bear meat is sweet. Is a pig pussy poke? Does the rap pussy high? All right then, I fuck my home.
Talk to a motherfucker, Frank!
Everybody Fox in the motherfucking house.
Episode number 1. Taking crazy man pills in the morning. Taking crazy man pills in the morning. I take crazy man pills in the morning. People want to know, what is your crazy man pills? What are you taking in the morning? I take an Effexor. I take an Effexor. I have to slow it down a little bit so those that are not accustomed to the way that I talk can understand. I take the Effexor, man. Yeah. And whatever dosage or whatever it is, it helps me with episodes and crazy bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It keep me level. I don't know how that pill does that. I'm still wondering to this day. How does that pill go in your brain and block you from thinking about crazy shit? Cause crazy shit come across my brain. It definitely does. It comes across the mainframe. It just doesn't stay there long enough for me to play off in it and get ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Normally you can get off of some shit and get real ignorant. Yeah, motherfucker did this and said that. I'd have called that motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying? You get to going on shit like that. But that Effexor somehow suppresses this shit. I think about some shit and it be going on. I guess the suppressor along with the marijuana helps my situation. And I'm not upset about that. I'm happy about my situation. I am so happy to have found a new dispensary. I like to go into a new dispensary and people treat you like, brand new. And then you go in there a few times, the new wear off. It's like a little relationship deal. You know how relationships go. You get into a little new relationship, things going good. You know what I'm saying? Then it's not as exciting as it was when we first started creeping. So I got a new dispensary and they keep a deal on. My old dispensary, like, they run this deal and then they like, nah, no more deal. No more deals. We charging you $3,000. Come on, man. Y'all already charging triple, double, quadruple the price. Oh my God. I looked at the price in Michigan. Detroit specifically, because I'm perusing to see price matching. So I want to know how much. Man, the price of what I'm paying in Detroit was $10 versus me going into the place where I normally go and $70, $80 with no deal. Then they give you the deal, it's at least 50, 60. So, at least a little grease around the ass. But then when it's no deal, no deal. Y'all beating the shit out of me, man. Come on. That's completely unfair, and you know it. You gotta know it. But for the convenience, the safety, and all that bullshit, you know, you just gonna go ahead and go to the dispensary and just say, fuck it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about calling somebody. You waiting 20 minutes. I'm about to show up. I'm about to show up. Meet me over here. Meet me over here. All that old shit. See, you don't deal with that at the dispensary. You know, you going to the dispensary, me personally, I'm a very convenient person. Excuse me, that's that Pineapple Express. I like to order mine online before I go in there. I'm going to order mine, go in there and pick up, I'm out. You got an online order? Why, sure. Of course I have an online order. I'm not finna just pop up in here and, you know, all willy-nilly or no shit like that. You know, that's cute. You know, but I think that after you've been to the dispensary so many times, let's go ahead and start ordering online. Get in there and get out the way. Quit going in there. Yeah, I think come on. It's just like the grocery store by now. Go in there, pick your shit up, get out the way. It's not worth it. It helps everyone to go in there, take care of your business. But yeah, that Effexor, it sounds like Skeletor. The Effexor is the pill that I take. That's the crazy man pill that I take for people that want to know. If you send in questions, I might answer them. I might make full episodes off of your questions. You see what I'm saying? Versus me going to somebody's podcast, sitting down for a half pint or some shit like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. You want me to go talk to somebody for a half pint? We on the show trying to DDT each other and shit. It's a real menstrual cycle. Right. Oh, it's a menstrual show. No, by then it's a menstrual cycle. Subscribe to my Kick. I will be going live. I'll be doing live streams on Kick. Make sure you're on my Facebook. Make sure you're on my TikTok, my Instagram. What else is it? YouTube. Come on, make sure y'all on the YouTube. These podcast episodes will be across the board. I do appreciate you for listening. This is going to be the wrap up of episode 1. I'll be going into more episodes whenever I get into those episodes. But I appreciate y'all for sticking around with episode 1 because, you know, I'm going to be real. You know, it took me a while to get into this. I didn't think I was going to be able to do no podcast. And I said, man, I'm not into it. But then I had to do my investigations and all that shit and figure it out. And I said, okay, well, I might be able to do a podcast. I might just be able to do a podcast. But the things that people were thinking that I want to talk about, or the things that people want me to talk about for the most part, like, I'm not going to sit here and talk about football 20 episodes. I'm not going to talk about what the black community needs to do for 20 episodes. You know what I'm saying? There are podcasts for stuff like that. I'm just going to be me.
Everybody Fox in the motherfucking house.
Thank you.